Case 9G chart, all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. Repeating, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. This is Case 9G chart, record standby for the net. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter is on its way. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to this special Easter edition of the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is case on GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this nest is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. Here Comes Peter Cottontail was a song that was put out many, many years ago by Gene Autry, one of the singing cowboys, way back when. As I said, the purpose of this is Brian Onder being placed for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into the radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, KH9GCR. It's live stream on YouTube at the youtube.com/Kerry Tatlow. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, Kilo, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's Fun Net live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on most stations. Oh, by the way, if you don't have YouTube, if you don't have internet or anything like that, if you can't hear the repeater due to conditions, just give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636. It's a local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check in on the radio first if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take a short time on mobile stations. You have a family time taking place, something you want to watch on TV. If you're driving, passing through the area, would rather concentrate on your driving, I'll take your short time on mobile station to check in. And if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After we get done with short time on mobile stations, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. We'll have our regular features. We'll have our Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Are you having a problem with your what kind of radio you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them and bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then our topic is all about Easter. What are your plans for Easter Sunday? Are you going to have a big family and get together, or what are you going to do? That's what we'll definitely talk about. Then we'll have our Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make a DX contact this week? No, I did not. So we'll see what happens. Then we'll have our SWAT net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to items for amateur radio or computers, we'll definitely do that. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time on mobile station that I can check in this time? Please call now.
89 YBG, Dale, short time.
Alpha Charlie 9, Golf Oscar, short time, Jimmy.
Kilo 9, Alpha Sierra Hotel, short time, no traffic.
Okay, so sorry about this case on G-Star Friday Night Fun and the W9AXT repeating Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun at Central and Freeport. I'm using a red, green, purple, and pink and some other colors to symbolize the Easter egg colors there. Okay, I got 3 stations checked in. KD9YBG, Dale and Rockford checking in short time. Got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. AC9GO, Larry and Rockton, we got you checked in short time. Thank you for checking in. And happy Easter. I don't hear you again. K9ASH, Dwayne and Winnebago, got you checked in. Are there any more thank you for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations you want to check? Please go on.
Yeah, Jimmy, this is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Steve in Rockford, short time, no traffic.
W9BL, Robin Marengo, short time, no traffic, Jimmy.
Okay, picked up 2 more short time stations. W9WBB, Steve and Robert got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. Happy Easter to your family. W9BL, Robin Marengo, Illinois, got you checked in. Short time. 7-3. Thank you for checking in. Happy Easter to you and your family. Any more stations who would like to check in the Friday night? Any more short time stations who would like to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Okay, we got a total of 5 short time stations, so thanks to those stations who are checking in. At this time, I'll take any general check-ins. Any general check-ins to the Friday night fun net? Please call now. One more time, any more general check-ins who would like to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call Case on GCR.
AC9, RGG.
KC9RGG, good evening, Norm. We haven't heard you for a while. Thanks for checking in. Are you checking in short time, or are you going to be staying for the net?
Well, Jim, I'll hang around for a while, but you know me, I'm going to have to be getting to bed.
Okay, sounds good, Norm. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins to the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
Hey, Jimmy, I'll go ahead and check in. This is Tom up here in Janesville. WI9, Whiskey at Tango Foxtrot. No traffic tonight there, Jimmy.
WI9WTF. Okay, Tom, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Thanks for checking in. It's WI9WTF, Tom in Janesville. Okay, I've got you checked in. Any more general check-ins to the Friday night fun net? Please go now. One more time, any more general check-ins to the Friday night fun net? Please call Case on GCR. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll go in, since Norm will be leaving us shortly. Case 9RGG. Norm, what's going on with you? What are your plans for Easter? Are you doing anything special for Easter?
Well, Jim, I guess I got a little news to report. Yeah, I guess the last time I checked in, I let you know that I'd had a stroke back in November, and that's taking care of itself pretty good. But then a couple weeks ago, I had a heart attack.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, apparently you must be better, or you wouldn't be here talking to me right now.
Yeah, I was pretty close there for a while, Jim. You almost had to do a silent key program for me.
Oh, God. I don't want to do. We haven't had any silent keys so far this year. Hopefully that'll continue. But yeah, well, good to know. So okay, you originally come from Chicago. Well, yeah, I'm sure you heard the news. I didn't know this until about several days ago. Orion Samuelson passed away.
Oh, Jim, I hadn't heard that. I listened to him on WGN all the time. I used to listen to the morning show. 5 o'clock he came on. Good farm broadcaster.
He was too. I enjoyed listening to him along with Max Armstrong. Yes. So that I'll tell you what. When WGN does station ID every hour, they play Orion Samuelson's voice show when he did station ID. He was definitely a wonderful. Oh yeah, my dad used to always listen to him. I think it was at 5:30 in the morning when I would get up in the morning and go to school, catch the school bus. He would always listen to Milking Time. You remember that show?
Yeah, Orion grew up on a dairy farm, and he said got tired. He said he wasn't going to milk because he said he had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do it. But then he took the job at WGN to do the morning program that went on at 5 o'clock. He said he had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get into the station on time to do his program at 5. So he didn't do too well.
Well, I'll tell you what, he did well for all those many years. I found out about, I was listening to, I think, Farm Progress America. There was a Max Pearson on the, I think it was a WFRL AM 1570 here in Freeport, and the WEKZ 1260 in Monroe, Wisconsin. Well, I listened to their FM stations, AM 104.3 here in Freeport and FM 95.5 in Monroe. He had mentioned about how Max Pearson used to how Orion Samuelson treated him. That's how I found out about it. He will definitely sorely be missed.
He was a good man.
I even have a book, what's his biography there. I'm trying to locate it. I can't find it right now. The Big O or something like that. Oh yeah.
Collins used to call him the Big O.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, hey, Norm, what are your plans? Are you doing anything for Easter? Is your just going to be another quiet day?
I think it's going to be a quiet day, Jim. We're talking about doing something out on the grill. Carol said we could do a chicken, but they won't let me eat chicken anymore with the skin on it. You know, they put me on this damn diet. I don't know, I'd be better off dead, I think.
Oh, don't say that. We don't want to lose another ham radio operator. I understand where you're coming from there, Norm. I really do. That's unfortunate there. I just tell them I can't. If I can't enjoy my favorite foods, I'd rather be dead. That'll shut them up.
Yeah, I'd tell them that, but they'll probably just pull the plug on me.
I hear you. Hey, Norm, thank you for checking in. Long time no hear. Continue on the road to good health. Good hearing from you again, buddy. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll let you go so you can hit the hay, and we'll catch you next Friday night.
Thanks, Jim. I'll try to check in a little bit more often now. After that stint up in the hospital, they put a stint in. I got to go back in a few days and have 2 more put in. But it really knocked me out. I was weak. I couldn't even get down the stairs here into the basement. But I made it tonight, and it's good to get back on the air again.
That's great. Okay, Norm, 7-3, thank you for checking in. Happy Easter to you and your family.
You betcha, Jim, and when I go back upstairs, I'm going to color some Easter eggs. I never grew up.
I don't blame you. Go ahead and call those Easter eggs, Norm. Talk to you later. Celebrate. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, Jim. Have a good net.
You bet. Thanks. This case on G-Star Friday Night Fun Net on the WI9XT repeating Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Tom, WI9WTF. What's going on with you? What are your plans for Easter?
Well, Jimmy, I was just going to tell Norm there, if he was a cat, I think he's only got 7 lives left, so he better plan accordingly and conserve the rest of them there, because, yeah, it sounds like he's had a couple of near misses.
Norm, are you still with us? Did you copy that?
Yeah, I'm saving those other lives. I think I'm going to need them.
Okay, Norm, thanks. Thank you for checking in. Okay. Tom, what are your plans for Easter? Are you doing anything special?
Actually, it's funny. Just about an hour ago, I got a text from my sister that I guess the family's doing the Easter thing at 12:30. So probably head out to my sister's, and I'm sure my mom and dad will be there. I know my other brother. So yeah, I guess Sunday at 12:30 we're doing the Easter bunny thing.
Okay, sounds good. I'm not going to be doing anything. It's just going to be, for me, it's just going to be a regular, normal Sunday. The only holiday the family celebrates together anymore is at Christmas time. They, other than that, I got 2 nieces and their families. They do their own things on the holidays. Easter, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Halloween, and what have you. So I'll be going to church on Sunday, but that'll be it. It'll be just a regular, normal Sunday here at home for me.
Copy that there, Jamie. No, like I said, I have been off this week. Winona Grove School District was off, so school bus driving was, I haven't been doing that. I was off this week. I actually took a couple days of vacation there, so enjoyed it. Just, I don't know, honestly, but more just relaxing than anything. Yeah, I'll admit there's stuff I should have done around the house, but I just didn't get to it. But it is what it is. So, like I said, enjoyed a nice week, and next Monday back to work, and yeah, get back to the routine. So, anyways, there, Jimmy, I had to check in. All's good here. This is Tom in Janesville, WI9 Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I'll be listening there, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I know that this coming Tuesday is your spring elections in Wisconsin. There will have school referendums on the ballot there. So I listened to WEKZ in Monroe. That's what all they've been talking about on their local news this week. Tom, thanks for checking in. Happy Easter to you and your family.
I was going to say there, actually, that is one thing I did knock out there. I did the early vote thing there, and I think it was Wednesday. I went up and voted there early because I don't like to stand in line. So, like I said, I went and knocked it out early, and yeah, it's all good.
Okay, sounds good, Tom. Hey, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll talk to you down the line. Thanks for checking in, and happy Easter. Okay, do we have any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call case on GCR.
This is KE9 CNS, Doug in Rockford.
KE9 CNS, good evening, Doug. What's going on with you? Well, are you having any plans for Easter? I'm sure you'll probably be with your brothers there, or what have you? And do you have any plans for Easter?
Well, not too many plans so far. Might get together with my wife's family. Other than that, I'm just enjoying the rain like everybody else out there. Rain, cold, a little hail, a little thunder, a little lightning, and other than that, I think we're all going to get through it, though. KE9 CNS, back to net control.
Okay, sounds good there, Doug. Hey, thanks for checking in. And I didn't ask you, how was your visit out to New Mexico?
My trip out to New Mexico to see my sister was a very good time. My brother and I drove out there, got to see the sights. Well, I've seen them before, but it's always nice to see him again. She's doing fine, and we had a real good time out at her house.
That's good to hear. I don't care what anybody says. It's fun going on a trip, but the best part of any trip, you know it and I know it, is coming home.
Well, there's a lot to be said about traveling, but I tell you what, there's a lot to be said about sleeping in your own bed. I was glad to get home. KE9 CNS, back to net control.
You ain't kidding, is there, Doug? I tell you what, I spent 3 weeks down in Florida back in 1973 with my older sister and my brother-in-law. They're both passed away now. It's in Boca Raton, Florida. This was in late May. I flew down there for 5 days straight. One day it was 95 degrees plus. Humidity was high. They had to run the air conditioner for 5 days straight. A couple of times when it rained, it never even cooled it off at all. It was very humid. And we drove all the way back. It took us 2 days to get back home. But I'll tell you what, I sure enjoyed just sleeping in my own bed that very night that I got home. And no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Oh yeah, like I said, there's nothing like sleeping in your own bed.
Sounds good. Okay, Doug. Hey, thanks for checking in. If you want to feel like jumping back in there again, you're welcome to do so. Thanks for checking in. Are there any more general checks on the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now.
This is Kilo Bravo 9 Oscar Tango Charlie, KB9 OTC, Ed.
TB9OTC. Good evening, Ed. What's happening with you? Do you have any plans for Easter, or are you just going to be a quiet day at home?
Well, I'll first talk about today. So I'm glad it's the end of the week. I finished up my work schedule. I'm tired, and I was looking forward to the fun net here. For Easter, well, we're going to be going to my late wife's niece's house up in Wisconsin, and we're going to share some family time up there. And because the weather looks decent, I'm also hoping to get some crabgrass killer down on my yard. I don't know if I missed the window yet, but I want to get my yard looking better this year than last year. This is KB9 OTC. Back to net control.
Sounds good, Ed. Okay, sounds good. Hey, thank you for checking in. You're welcome to recheck in if you like. If you have a happy Easter, thing goes to your family. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check of the Friday Night Fun net? Please call out. Okay, speaking of the weather, keep an eye to the sky and near to the repeater later on tonight. There's a chance we might get some severe weather. They're talking about you might get some very heavy downpours. In fact, I think on the Kishwaukee River down by Perryville, I think there's a flood warning for that river. So anybody be on the lookout. And I just got this information from Greg, KE9EOT. You might want to write down all this, get a pen or paper, write this information down. There will be a simulated weather net, and actually like a weather exercise, or drill if you want to call it. It'll be held on Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. here on this 147195 repeater, and also on the 442575 GMR RS repeater in Rockford. This will take the place of the regular Thursday evening Skywarn net. It's going to be just like an exercise like we would normally do in case of an actual weather event. Those of you who heard the sky warning that last night, you know what I'm talking about. But that's what's going to take place. Simulated weather net Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. here on the 147.195 repeater and the 442.575 GMRS repeater in Rockford. So there'll be a simulcast, if you will. So okay, that's about it. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Okay, also, the National Weather Service in Milwaukee Sullivan will be conducting an in-person weather spotter class on Tuesday, April 28th. Stand by hotline. This is K9G Star, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central Report. That was John K9DDF in Elgin. He was listening to the repeater. He heard the phone ring. It's hear that phone ring, folks. Hear that telephone ring. That's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay, as I was saying, National Weather Service, Milwaukee Sullivan, will be holding an in-person weather spotter class on Tuesday, April 28th, from 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. at the Greene County Justice Center. That's the new Greene County Courthouse on the Highway 59 in Monroe. It's next to the Sheriff's Office and the jail. There will be a second session, an evening session, from 6 to 8 p.m. However, it will not take place in Monroe. Instead, it will take place in Brooklyn, Wisconsin, at the fire station there. Brooklyn, Wisconsin is in the far northeast corner of Greene County, right just southeast of Madison. So if you're going to go to any weather spotter classes, you better go to the afternoon session in Monroe at the Greene County Justice Center from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. It'll be a good week for weather spotter or what have you. The 28th be the weather spotter classes. On the 30th, the simulated weather net. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, I'm getting my ham ready to go. Okay, I'm going to continue with my traffic. Weekly Friday morning breakfast. Meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of fam folks. No affiliations necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Park, Illinois 61111. I wonder how many people showed up. They usually get a good turnout every Friday morning. Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Park, Illinois 61111 for the weekly Friday morning ham breakfast. The Greater Boys Ham Cradle Club, G-Bark, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. at Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. I think during the warm weather months they usually have a fox hunt. And okay, and repeating, Greater Boy Ham Cradle Club, G-Bark meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. Okay, any more stations wishing to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, one more piece of traffic here. Tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom, our Stevens County Repair Association will be holding our bi-monthly VE testing session. If you want more information, contact John Mitchell, W9JC, Whiskey 9 Juliet Charlie, is our chief VEC here in Stevens County. Give him a call at area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. You may also contact him at johnmitchell61@gmail.com. You're better off calling him on the phone. Let him know you're coming. We have a lot of people who listen to us on scanners or studying to take their test. Give John Mitchell a call right now. Leave him, if he's home. If not, leave him a voicemail. Let him know you're coming. Let's have a good turnout tomorrow afternoon at the Freeport Public Library for the VE testing session. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Okay, stand by while I get all my papers put away here. Okay, let's go ahead with our regular features here. I already gave my traffic, so let's go ahead and do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having problems with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, APRS, GMRS. If you have any technical questions to bring forward in that, please feel free to do so. We'll do our best to answer your questions for you. Anybody have any technical questions for the net this time? Okay, well, no technical questions. So we'll go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net Contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? I did not. So we'll see what that's about it there. Did anybody make any DX contacts? Anybody would like to let us know if you made any contacts? Please go ahead. Well, no tech questions, so we'll go ahead with the SWAT net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to the hobbies of Ram's radio or computers. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. They mention the price over the air, but any haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial businesses allowed. Anybody have any SWAT net traffic they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, well, I'll go ahead and get my SWAT net traffic then. First of all, Richard N9CO did sell his antenna. His 208 antenna, so that's gone. It took a while, but it's finally gone. Now he's got some other piece of traffic here. Richard N9CO has for sale 1,000 feet of coax. He is asking $1 for each foot. It is similar to Alamar 400, but it is not Alamar 400. If anybody's interested, you may call Richard N9CO at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. If you're interested in a couple of feet of antenna, Richard is asking $1 for each foot. He's got 1,000 feet of coax that he would dearly love to get rid of. So, okay. Give Richard a call, area code 815-547-8686 if you're interested. Okay, do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. As I just told you, we had a VE testing session tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. in the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. We have a lot of people who listen to us on scanners. They're studying for their first ham radio license, and some people they're not able to listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner with the Starcom 21 or P25 capability. But you can still listen to fire and EMS communication on analog VHF analog high band. Once again, I'll give you the number for the John Mitchell W9JC if you're interested in coming tomorrow for the VE testing session. Area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. Give them a call, let them know you're coming. Let's pack the place tomorrow. Here is the first question in the tech Q&A. Which of the following are required for remote control operation? A. The control operator must be at the control point. B. A control operator is required at all times. C. The control operator must indirectly manipulate the controls. D. All these choices are correct. Which of the following are required for remote control operations? A. The control operator must be at the control point. B. A control operator is required at all times. C. The control operator must indirectly manipulate the controls. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KD9MAP is guessing A alpha.
Well, good evening, Kerry. Well, I'll tell you what. That's well, yeah, that's one of the you got the questions. The one question you got right, but that's not what the book says. But hey, let's see if anybody else wants to give it a shot. Then I'll get back to you. Okay, all right. Which of the following are required for remote control operation? A, the control operator must be at the control point. Well, Kerry got one of that. That's correct there. B, a control operator is required at all times. C, the control operator must indirectly manipulate the controls. Well, the correct answer is D, delta. All of these choices are correct. Okay, just let me get Kerry, K9MAP. What is going on with you?
This is KD9MAP. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Well, I guess the bone I want to pick with that is choice Charlie says that the control operator must control it indirectly, and I think that should be phrased may control it indirectly, and then it would be all of the above. That's why I went with A alpha, but that's a little thing. Brief reset. Gosh, it was so good to hear from Norm, and I wish him a very speedy and complete recovery. We all love him here very much. Jimmy, I haven't been doing much with radio lately or anything technical. I've been kind of low energy lately, watching the news mainly, and then when I get tired of the news, I watch really bad old movies on the internet. Brief reset. Today, I noticed that the weather balloons from Davenport are starting to drift into our area now, so I went to set up my weather balloon tracking setup, and it's been 6 months since I last did it. I forgot everything I knew about setting it up, so I didn't complete that today, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get that figured out. I don't have anything special planned for Easter. It'll just be probably most likely just another day for me. KD9MAP.
Okay, Kerry, that's the way it's going to be with me too. Of course, I said that the only time the whole family gets together for anything anymore is at Christmas time. Like, I have two nieces, they have families of their own. They do their own things on Easter, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Halloween, or Thanksgiving, and what have you there. So yeah, that's but you know, I don't care what anybody says. I'll take Easter over Christmas any day. Christmas has become so commercial over the years. It's getting to be pathetic. I enjoy the gifts I get. I enjoy being with the family, but that's just they try to shove it down our throats. Even Halloween isn't even here. But I'll take this holiday. I like it. I like Easter. It's definitely a lot better.
Yes, to some evangelicals, Easter is actually even more of a holy holiday than Christmas is, and I'll rank them equally theologically, I guess. Jimmy, you mentioned the April 28th weather spotter training in Monroe. Were you planning on going to that?
This is K-Sign G-Star, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD, repeating Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Report. Yes, I am, Kerry, Mark K9 COB. I think another man's planning on going.
Okay, well, if you end up needing a ride up there, let me know.
That class sounds pretty attractive to me because it's during the day. It's from 1 to 3, so it'll be lightly attended. It's a working day, a Tuesday. And also it gives me an excuse to go up to Monroe and get some cheese and land jaggers and some of that other crazy stuff they sell up there. So if you want to go that way, let me know. I can give you a ride.
Sounds good, Kerry. Well, as far as I know, Mark and I are still planning on going. But should something happen that Mark can't make it, I'll definitely let you know. Thank you.
Very good. Well, I'll let you get back to it. On with the show. KD9, MAP.
Okay, son. Thanks. Thank you for taking in, Kerry. Okay, let's continue. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we continue with the questions, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay. Which of the following is required when making on-the-air test transmissions? A. Identify the transmitting station. B. Conduct tests only between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. local time. C. Notify the FCC of the transmissions. D. All these choices are correct. Which of the following is required when making on-the-air test transmissions? A. Identify the transmitting station. B. Conduct tests only between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. local time. C. Notify the FCC of the transmissions. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following is required when making on-the-air test transmissions? The correct answer is A alpha. Identify the transmitting station. Identification rules apply to on-the-air test transmissions as well. No matter how brief, the call sign must be given once every 10 minutes and at the end of transmissions. Handbrake license manual, page 8-5. Okay, once again, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions every week. If I read the same questions every week, they'll get boring. So, okay. And let's see. We'll find another question. Again, I think I read some of these questions. Okay. In addition to frequency, which of the following is used to identify amateur radio bands? A. The approximate wavelength in meters. B. Traditional letter/number designators. C. Channel numbers. D. All these choices are correct. In addition to frequency, which of the following is used to identify amateur radio bands? A. The approximate wavelength in meters. B. Traditional letter/number designators. C. Channel numbers. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
K9ASH.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
I'm going to go with A alpha.
You are correct, Dwayne. You are correct. In addition to frequency, which of the following is used to identify amateur radio bands? Correct answer is A alpha, the approximate wavelength in meters. All right. We'll find another one here. Okay. Which of the following should be considered when selecting an accessory SWR meter? A. The frequency and power level at which the measurements will be made. B. The distance that the meter will be located from the antenna. C. The types of modulation being used at the station. D. All these choices are correct. Which of the following should be considered when selecting an accessory SWR meter? A. The frequency and power level at which the measurements will be made. B. The distance that the meter will be located from the antenna. C. The types of modulation being used at the station. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of the following should be considered when selecting an accessory SWR meter? The correct answer is A alpha, the frequency and power level at which the measurements will be made. SWR is the same everywhere along a feed line, but it is usually measured at the transmitter's connection to the feed line. An SWR meter is used to measure SWR and is often built into the transmitter. If an external or a standalone SWR meter is used, be sure it is specified for the frequency range in use so that it will make accurate measurements. And read the license manual page 4-10. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please go on. Okay. What is the electrical term for the force that causes electron flow? A. Voltage. B. Ampere hours. C. Capacitance. D. Inductance. What is the electrical term for the force that causes electron flow? A. Voltage. B. Ampere hours. C. Capacitance. D. Inductance. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
89 MAP is going with A alpha again.
Okay, this time you are correct. You are correct. What is the electrical term for the force that causes electron flow? The correct answer is A alpha, voltage. Voltage, represented in equations by the symbol E or capital E or regular E in parentheses, is the electromotive force or electric potential that makes electrons move. And read the license manual page 3-1. Okay, we'll find another one here. Okay, which is true about forward voltage drop in a diode? A. It is lower in some diode types than in others. B. It is proportional to peak inverse voltage. C. It indicates that the diode is defective. D. It has no impact on the voltage delivered to the load. Which is true about forward voltage drop in a diode? A. It is lower in some diode types than in others. B. It is proportional to peak inverse voltage. C. It indicates that the diode is defective. D. It has no impact on the voltage delivered to the load. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9 MAP. I'm sticking with A alpha.
Well, it's a good thing you are, because you are correct. Which is true about forward voltage drop in a diode. Correct answer is A alpha. It is lower in some diode types than in others. When current flows through a diode, a small positive voltage develops from the anode to the cathode. This is called the diode's forward voltage drop, and it is usually less than 1 volt. The voltage depends on the type of diode and the materials it's made from. Ham radio license manual page 3-10. Okay, before I continue, are there any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? If you're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or if you're getting ready for that big Easter dinner that's coming Sunday, you're coming home from the show, if you just turn your radio on, or if you've been copying the mail for the last 55, 56 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. What job traffic please call KSUN GCR. Okay, what reading on an SWR meter indicates a perfect impedance match between the antenna and the feed line? A, 50-50, B, 0, D, 1-1, D, full scale. What reading on an SWR meter indicates a perfect impedance match between the antenna and the feed line? A, 50-50, B, 0, C, 1.1, D, full scale. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, I had 2 stations try to get in the same time there. Let's try that one more time.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
Okay, Kurt, I'll get back to you. The other station will come back.
Me, Jimmy, K9ASH, C Charlie.
Okay, Kurt, first I'll ask you, what do you say?
I'm going to say C is in Charlie. It's 1-1.
Okay, Dwayne, what do you say?
C Charlie, 1-1.
You are both correct. You are both correct. What reading on an SWR meter indicates a perfect impedance match between the antenna and the feed line? The correct answer is C Charlie, 1.1. When there is no reflected power, the SWR is 1.1, or 1-1 if you will. This condition is called a perfect match. Ham radio license manual page 4-10. KE9N, Kurt, what's happening with you?
KC9GCR, KE9N. Not a heck of a lot, Jimmy. I been busy this week a little bit with odds and ends, so to speak. And let's see, my sister is in town. She lives in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and she's here visiting for about a week so she can see my mother over Easter. So she'll be here for about a week, and so it's good to see her and have her here.
That is definitely good to hear, Kurt. That is definitely good to hear. All this repeater and 000 are functioning normally, especially on the digital side on the 000 repeater. Definitely working great.
Well, that's good to hear. I know Matt is the repeater chairman, so
he'll be happy to hear all about that, and I just been helping him along with some other people. So, well, that's good.
Oh yeah, Mark K9COB and I think a couple of days ago we talked on the digital side. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was his signal really sounded clear, and we also went to 147.525 simplex, and I was hearing him pretty well. He cut back on his power, and then his cut as 1.1, then his signal cut out on the analog side. But when we went to the digital side, his signal was really beautiful. It's definitely booming it.
Hey, that sounds real good. Geez, was it raining at your house, Jimmy? It was raining here, and saw a little bit of lightning and heard some thunder.
Well, I didn't even know. Let me take a look out the window. Oh, it's dry as a bone here. I'll tell you what, last night was sure something else. We had 2 major downpours. Second downpour, I couldn't see anything outside.
Well, it was raining here pretty good. Probably about, an hour ago, maybe, somewhere in there. And we heard some thunder, and there was some lightning, and now I don't see anything here, so it must have gone by us probably to the east.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. We got 1.3 inches of rain here yesterday. Watching the local news this morning. That's what they said. I heard on the radio, broadcast radio. 1.3 inches here.
Yeah, I guess in the next few days maybe going to get a little more rain. So hang on to your seat so you don't float away.
Well, ain't that the truth? I was watching the Channel 17 news tonight that said the Kishwaukee River, I think they're under a flood warning or something like that down by Perryville, and I think it's supposed to be this way for several days.
Yeah, you never know in the springtime what's going to happen. Snow, almost 80-degree weather, and then a bunch of rain.
Oh boy, ain't that the truth. Okay, sounds good. By the way, Dean has not yet checked in. So what I always do, if I don't hear him, I put him down as non-hurry check-in.
Oh, I understand totally. I'll be listening till about 9:30, maybe 9:45, and then I think I'm going to go to bed a little early tonight. So I'll turn it back to you, and I'll be listening then, Jimmy. KC9GCR, KE9M.
Hey, Kurt, thank you for checking. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did say what you're going to do for Easter. Okay. Happy Easter to you and your family. Hope your mother has a good time at your place. I know she will. Thank you for checking the Frynet, Funnet, and catch you later.
Okay, real good, Jimmy. Take care, and you have a good Easter as well. KE9N, I'm clear.
Okay, any more stations wishing to check the Frynet, Funnet this time, please go on.
KC9GCR. This is KC9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India.
KC9YI, Scott Monroe, good evening. What's going on with you, Scott?
Well, trying to stay dry. We went to our Good Friday services, and they're fairly early in the evening. So we got home and been trying to check into a net on 75 meters, and I was able to get through, but HF bands are really, really noisy tonight. And was kind of working on mounting a weather station. I made a little bracket for it today, and of course I got kind of rained out here. It started thundering and lightning and stuff, but I was working down in the basement making a mount for it. So anyway, got that done, and if the weather gets good again, I'll I'll hopefully get it up there, and we'll see if it works. Over.
Boy, sounds good. Case on G-Star and the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeated in Rockford. Okay, sounds good. How much rain did you get up there in your area yesterday?
I don't have my rain gauge out, Jim, so I don't know. I think at least an inch, if not two. It was a good rain. The grass is really greening up.
Yeah, it's starting to here too. We got that 1.3 inches. Hey, I was monitoring the Ogle County 147165 repair for their net last night. I heard Vince, K9TSU, on the air.
Oh, really? I haven't talked to Vince in a long time. I'm not sure where he lives anymore.
Oh, okay, sounds good. He was talking to some couple other stations. They're driving around down in Ogle County. They really got down there with a lot of the buildings damaged, trees down, people without power. There was even a confirmed tornado sighting down by Dixon last night.
Oh, wow, yeah, I know there in Illinois there was quite a bit of severe weather. We were fortunate. We just got a lot of good rain from it, and of course up north they're really getting ice storms and stuff. One of the stations that I talked to, usually he emailed us, and he's up by Amherst, Wisconsin, which is kind of southwest of Green Bay, and a lot of trees down, and really a mess. He doesn't know when he'll get his power back on.
Oh boy, that's unfortunate. That's for sure. You know, if a lot of people, if they have enough money, they could probably invest some money into one of those like those generators you see advertised on TV. They say they work like nothing else there.
Yeah, they are. It's a nice unit. Good for emergencies.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Scott, what are you planning on doing for Easter? That was the question tonight.
We're planning on spending Easter with our friends in their wife's mother. So it's gonna kind of be a spending of course we're gonna go to church in the morning, but so we're kind of helping out a little bit too, making a few things for it, and so anyway, that's what we're planning.
Okay, Scott, sounds good. Okay, hey, I won't hold you. Thanks for checking in. Have a good evening, and happy Easter to you and your friend. We'll catch you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night.
Real good, Jim. You take care, and we'll look forward to hearing you on the net Sunday, if not before. KC9GCR on the net. This is KC9YI. I'll be clear.
Okay, Scott, KC9GCR, I'll be clear. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, we're going to read a couple more questions here on the trivia. Then we're in the technicians portion. We'll read some questions from the general portion when we get done. But here's why. Okay, why is coaxial cable the most common feed line for amateur radio antenna systems? A, it is easy to use and requires few special installation considerations. B, B, it has less loss than any other type of feed line. C, it can handle more power than any other type of feed line. D, it is less expensive than any other type of feed line. Why is coaxial cable the most common feed line for amateur radio antenna systems? A, it is easy to use and requires few special installation considerations. B, it has less loss than any other type of feed line. C, it can handle more power than any other type of feed line. D, it is less expensive than any other type of feed line. Anybody correct answer this question?
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I'm going to say it's A as in alpha.
You are correct, Scott. You are correct. Why is coaxial cable the most common feed line for amateur radio antenna systems? Correct answer is A alpha. It is easy to use and requires few special installation considerations. Coax is flexible, is unaffected by weather, and can be routed in bundles and next to insulating or conducting supports. Ham radio license manual, page 4-9. Okay. One more question in the technician's class, then we're going to read a few questions from the extra. Alright. Okay. What are the toughest questions in the tech general or extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new hams, once you get your new licenses, someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're going to be climbing the tower, or you're going to be part of the ground crew. Next question, if you get this question right at the BE testing session here in Freeport tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, this might be your ticket in getting your license. Here we go. Which is a proper grounding method for a tower? A single 4-foot ground rod driven into the ground no more than 12 inches from the base. B, a ferrite core RF choke connected between the tower and ground. C, a connection between the tower base and a cold water pipe. D, separate 8-foot long ground rods for each tower leg bonded to the tower and each other. Which is the proper grounding method for a tower? A, a single 4-foot ground rod driven into the ground no more than 12 inches from the base. B, a ferrite core RF choke connected between the tower and ground. C, a connection between the tower base and a cold water pipe. D, separate 8-foot long ground rods for each tower leg bonded to the tower and each other. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? And you tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart.
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I would say it's D as in Delta.
You are correct, Scott. You are correct. Which is a proper grounding method for a tower? The correct answer is D delta. Separate 8-foot long ground rods for each tower leg bonded to the tower and each other. Grounding rules for antennas and supports must be followed according to your local electrical code. Towers should be grounded with separate 8-foot long ground rods for each tower leg bonded to the tower and each other. Ham radio license manual, page 9-17. Okay, that concludes this portion of the trivia. We're going to be reading some questions from the general Q&A. But before we do that, are there any more stations who've just joined us who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, now we'll read some questions from the general Q&A. By the way, I do not have the extra class portion. I have an old extra class Q&A book, but that's no good. Can't use it. So that's about it. So, and I think the current I don't know. I have to look and see when that expires. All right, here we go. Which of the following describes an azimuthal projection map? A map that shows accurate land masses. B, a map that shows true bearings and distances from a specific location. C, a map that shows the angle at which an amateur satellite crosses the equator. B, or C, D, a map that shows the number of degrees longitude that an amateur satellite appears to move westward at the equator with each orbit. Which of the following describes an azimuthal projection map? A map that shows accurate land masses. B, a map that shows true bearings and distances from a specific location. C, a map that shows the angle at which an amateur satellite crosses the equator. D, a map that shows the number of degrees longitude that an amateur satellite appears to move westward at the equator with each orbit. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say B as in boy.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Which of the following describes an azimuthal projection map? Correct answer is B, Bravo. A map that shows true bearings and distances from a specific location. An azimuthal map, or azimuthal equidistant projection map, is also called a great circle map. When this type of map is centered on your location, a straight line shows the true direction or bearing and shortest path to the destination. And in parentheses as the bearing 108 degrees different from the short path direction shows the direction to point your antenna for long path communications. General Class License Manual, page 7-9. What causes HF propagation conditions to vary periodically in a 26 to 28 day cycle? A, long-term oscillations in the upper atmosphere. B, cyclic variations in Earth's radiation belts. C, rotation of the sun's surface layers around its axis. D, the position of the moon in its orbit. What causes HF propagation conditions to vary periodically in a 26 to 28 day cycle? A, long-term oscillations in the upper atmosphere. B, cyclic variations in Earth's radiation belts. C, rotation of the sun's surface layers around its axis. D, the position of the moon in its orbit. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KC9YI.
Well, that's got...
I think it's C as in Charlie.
You are correct, Scott. You are correct. What causes HF propagation conditions to vary periodically in a 26 to 28 day cycle? Correct answer, C, Charlie. Rotation of the sun's surface layers around its axis. It takes approximately 28 days for the sun to rotate on its axis. Since active areas on the sun may persist for more than one rotation, you can expect similar propagation conditions to recur approximately every 28 days. A General Class License Manual, page 8-7. Okay. Why is long distance communication on the 40, 60, 80, and 160 meter bands more difficult during the day? A. The F region absorbs signals at these frequencies during daylight hours. B. The F region is unstable during the daylight hours. C. The D region absorbs signals at these frequencies during daylight hours. D. The E region is unstable during daylight hours. Why is long distance communication on the 40, 60, 80, and 160 meter bands more difficult during the day? A. The F region absorbs signals at these frequencies during daylight hours. B. The F region is unstable during the daylight hours. C. The D region absorbs signals at these frequencies during the daylight hours. D. The E region is unstable during daylight hours. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I think it's C as in Charlie.
You are correct, Scott. You are correct. Why is long distance communication on the 40, 60, 80, and 160 meter bands more difficult during the day? Correct answer is C, Charlie. The D region absorbs signals at these frequencies during the daylight hours. Think of the D region as the darned daylight region. Instead of bending HF signals back to Earth, it absorbs energy from them. Signals at lower frequencies, longer wavelengths such as 160, 80, 60, and 40 meters in parentheses are absorbed more than at higher frequencies. The ionization created by the sunlight does not last very long in the D region, disappearing at or shortly after sunset. Okay, we'll find another. Well, first of all, are there any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. Why is automatic level control, or ALC, used with an RF power amplifier? A, to balance the transmitter audio frequency response. B, to reduce harmonic radiation. C, to prevent excessive drive. D, to increase overall efficiency. Why is automatic level control, or ALC, used with an RF power amplifier? A, to balance the transmitter audio frequency response. B, to reduce harmonic radiation. C, to prevent excessive drive. D, to increase to increase overall efficiency. Anybody correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say C as in Charlie.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. Why is automatic level control, or ALC, used with an RF power amplifier? Correct answer is C, Charlie, to prevent excessive drive. The ALC circuit of an RF power amplifier senses the amount of input power and generates a feedback voltage to keep the transmitter from generating too much power for the amplifier input. This helps prevent spurious emissions that cause interference to other stations. Note that ALC should not be used with digital signals, since it can result in distortion of the signal's waveform. General Class License Manual, page 5-14. This is Case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, on the W9XT repair in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central Report. Do we have any more stations like to check in? Please call now. Okay, what is good amateur practice if propagation changes during a contact, creating interference from other stations using the frequency? A, advise the interfering stations that you are on the frequency and that you have priority. B, decrease power and continue to transmit. C, attempt to resolve the interference problem with the other stations in a mutually acceptable manner. D, switch to the opposite sideband. What is good amateur practice if propagation changes during a contact, creating interference from other stations using the frequency? A, advise the interfering stations that you are on the frequency and that you have priority. B, decrease power and continue to transmit. C, attempt to resolve the interference problem with the other stations in a mutually acceptable manner. D, switch to the opposite sideband. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I think it's supposed to be C as in Charlie, but that doesn't always happen on especially 75 meters.
Okay, according to the book, you are correct, Scott. You are correct. What's good amateur practice if propagation changes during a contact, creating interference from other stations using the frequency? Correct answer is C, Charlie. Attempt to resolve the interference problem with the other stations in a mutually acceptable manner. Good operating practice suggests that whoever can most easily resolve an interference problem be the one to do so. If you begin to have interference from other activity on the same frequency, moving your contact to another frequency may be the simplest thing to do. Switching antennas or rotating a beam antenna may also achieve the same results. General Class License Manual, page 2-4. I've heard a lot of stories about 75 meters. No way do I even want to be transmitting on that bad. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Yeah, I'm gonna find. Oh, hold on there. What do we do? All right. Okay, what type of propagation allows signals to be heard in the transmitting station's skip zone? A, Faraday rotation. B, scatter. C, chordal hop. D, short path. What type of propagation allows signals to be heard in the transmitting station's skip zone? A, Faraday rotation. B, scatter. C, chordal hop. D, short path. Anybody correct answer this question?
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I think it's B as in Bravo.
You are correct, Scott. You are correct. What type of propagation allows signals to be heard in the transmitting station's skip zone? Correct answer is B, Bravo, scatter. The area between the farthest reach of ground wave propagation and the point where signals are refracted back from the ionosphere or skywave propagation is called the skip zone. Since some of the transmitted signal is scattered in the atmosphere, communication may be possible in the skip zone by the use of scatter signals. It also refers to General Class License Manual, page 8-12. Okay, I think I'll read a couple more questions, and I think we'll call it quits for tonight as far as trivia goes. Let's see if I can find another one here. Okay, why should DC power for a 100-watt HF transceiver not be supplied by a vehicle's auxiliary power socket? A, the socket is not wired with an RF shielded power cable. B, the socket's wiring may be inadequate for the current drawn by the transceiver. C, the DC polarity of the socket is reversed from the polarity of modern HF transceivers. D, drawing more than 50 watts from this socket could cause the engine to overheat. Why should DC power for a 100-watt HF transceiver not be supplied by a vehicle's auxiliary power socket? A, the socket is not wired with an RF shielding power cable. B, the socket's wiring may be inadequate for the current drawn by the transceiver. C, the DC polarity of the socket is reversed from the polarity of modern HF transceivers. D, drawing more than 50 watts from this socket could cause the engine to overheat. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I think it's B as in Bravo.
You are correct, Scott. You are correct. Why should DC power for a 100-watt HF transceiver not be supplied by a vehicle's auxiliary power socket? Correct answer is B, Bravo. The socket's wiring may be inadequate for the current drawn by the transceiver. The auxiliary socket wiring is adequate for a low-power handheld radio, but not for a full-power HF transceiver drawing 20 amps or more when transmitting. Use a direct connection to the battery. General Class ISM Manual, page 5-22. We're going to read one more question here, and I think that'll kind of do it. But thanks to everybody for participating. One moment, please. Alright. Give just a minute. Okay, we'll find it here. Okay. Okay. Last question. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? A, locate the antenna close to your operating position to minimize feed line radiation. B, position the antenna along the edge of a wall to reduce parasitic radiation. C, make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. D, make sure the antenna is properly shielded. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? A, locate the antenna close to your operating position to minimize feed line radiation. B, position the antenna along the edge of a wall to reduce parasitic radiation. C, make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. D, make sure the antenna is properly shielded. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KC9YI.
Go ahead, Scott.
I think it was C as in Charlie. You're not supposed to have the RF limits too high there. You know, I mean, you have to be far enough away from the antenna that it isn't hazardous. I think that was C anyway.
This case on G-Chart Friday Night Fun Night on the W9XC repeated Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Night Central in Freeport, and you are correct, Scott. You are correct. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? Correct answer C, Charlie. Make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. You should locate any antenna, whether it is indoors or outdoors, in parentheses, as far away as practical from the living spaces that will be occupied while you are operating. You should also perform a routine environmental evaluation to make sure that MPE limits are not exceeded in occupied areas. General Class License Manual, page 9-9. Okay, this concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. Those of you who are coming to Freeport to take for the VE testing session, we wish you good luck. Let's hope you all pass with flying colors. And thanks to Scott, Kurt, and Dwayne for participating. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call KCR GCR. All right. Oh, I got one more piece of traffic here. Okay, the DeKalb Ham Fest, sponsored by the Kishwaukee Ham Radio Club, Sunday, May 3rd, 2026. Front gate 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Vendor tailgate setup Saturday 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. via back gate. $8 advance tickets, double stubs, see below, or $10 admission at the gate. No large bills or single stub. Richard N9ZO in Belvedere has tickets available for the Sandwich Ham Fest. If you want those tickets, give them a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Okay. Okay, there'll be a overnight camping on fairgrounds. It's $25 per night. It includes electric and sewer. It'll be held rain or shine, 2 large unheated buildings, 3 cash prizes, prize drawings every half hour. Free outdoor tailgating. There will be no VE testing session. Chairs not provided, no valet parking. You unload/reload. Carts are not provided. There are food vendors from Hy-Vee. The fairground regulations prohibit vehicles in buildings. Alright. It's at the Sandwich Fairgrounds, Sandwich, Illinois. They give you directions and what have you. Use the main gate only. Any questions, please phone Bob Yours, W9ICU, AMPS Chairman at area code 815-757-3219. Area code 815-797-3219. All right. Sandwich at the DeKalb Ham Fest, or Sandwich Ham Fest, sponsored by the Kishwaukee Ham Radio Club, Sunday, May the 3rd, 2026, from 7 p.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay. I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 20 minutes, at 10 o'clock, the night watch net will be getting underway on 443.750 repeater in Chicago, kill 114.8 plus offset, or you can tune in on the 440.950 WI9HF repeater in Janesville. That's Chad's repeater, WI9HF. That runs 7 nights a week. On Friday nights, they usually go to one of the different establishments there, so I don't know how much of a net will actually take place that night. So tune in and find out. Depending on what time this net gets done, I might tune in and see what's going on there. That's the Friday. That's the Night Watch net. It's on 7 nights a week, and every night at 10 p.m. Don't forget the Saturday evening radio net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. with this repeater. I will be the net control station there, and also net control. I usually don't pick out a topic, but net control usually picks one out. You want to talk about that topic? Fine. If not, you can bring up something else. They go around several different times. Well, that's what it's all about, radio tuning. So don't forget Saturday evening radio tune net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. Let's see. Now, Sunday evenings at 7 p.m., you got the Big Thunder Amps Radio Club net on the 147.375 repeater in the Belvedere. At 7:30 p.m., you got the Greene County Areas Races net with meets on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe, Wisconsin, Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Okay, let me reset. Monday evening, you got the Rah Info net, which meets on this repeater at 7 p.m. Monday evening. I'll be net control for that one. The Lee County Areas Races net meets on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon at Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. Then also at 8:30 p.m. we got the Big Thunder Amp, the Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club net, which meets on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings, you got the Tuesday evening net with Larry H9GO as your net control station on Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. The Rock County Public Service net meets at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. The Ogle County Hams net meets on the 147.165 repeater on the Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. That net runs for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then if they have time, they'll switch over to the 146.595 simplex frequency for a brief simplex net. Then they'll switch back over to the 147.165 repeater for the 9 o'clock Aries and Skywarn net. Well, before I continue, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
KC9GCR, this is KD9QVB, Brian and Roscoe.
KD9 QB the V. Brian, now is that call correct? I want to make sure I don't screw up.
I think you got the last two switched around. It's KD9 Queen Victor Bravo, Quebec Victor Bravo.
Okay, Brian, I've got you checked in. What's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for, what are you and your family going to be doing for Easter?
Not doing a whole lot, Jimmy. Just, we're going to have a friend over, and we're just going to do a traditional ham and veggie and potatoes and have a little dessert. But, might sit down and work on a puzzle a bit in the afternoon after lunch. Just my wife and me and a friend. Over.
Sounds good there, Brian. Well, hey, happy Easter to you and your family. And during the early portion of that, I did mention about your monthly get-together at the Denny's restaurant there.
That's great. Yep, we have that the second Saturday of every month, and everyone's welcome. It's a lot of people show up usually. Over.
That is definitely good to hear. That's good to hear. I think during the warm weather months you usually have a fox hunt. Will that be the case this time too?
Well, I'm hoping so. You're right. As things get warmer, a lot of times after the breakfast, we do a fox hunt right after that. So we've done that several times.
Okay, that's good. That's definitely great there. So, hey, Brian, thank you for checking in. I know you don't check in that often, but you happy Easter to you and your family, and we'll talk to you down the line. Thanks for checking in.
All right, Jimmy. Yeah, you have a happy Easter as well. And just real quick, how's my signal tonight? I'm on an HT.
Oh, your signal is beautiful. No full quality into the repeater. As you probably know, there was a lot of major work done on this repeater, and this repeater is at a new location now.
That I am aware of, and I appreciate all the hard work that's gone into making that happen. Many hands made that go on. So, yep, I'm aware of that. But yeah, it sounds really good on this end as well, Jimmy.
Okay, Brian, thanks for checking in. You and your family have a happy Easter. We'll definitely talk to you down the line.
You have a happy Easter as well, 73.
Okay. Any more stations wishing to check the Friday Night Fun net, please call now. Speaking of fox hunts, if anybody in Belvedere is listening, I think that you guys have a fox hunt, isn't it, next Saturday or the Saturday afterwards? I was listening to the Sunday evening net there, the Big Thunder Ham Radio Club net. You guys were talking about a fox hunt. So anybody listening, if you would like to, please let us know about that. Okay, let's see, continuing on with the nets, Tuesday evenings. Well, of course, I think I did mention the Tuesday evening net, which, yes, I did mention it, yes. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you have the Wednesday evening chat net. It's similar to the Saturday evening on the Rag 2 net. And let's see. Also, at 7 p.m., Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., I do the Stevenson County Areas net on the 147.390 repeater. At 7:30 p.m., the Greater Boyd After Radio Club has their Wednesday evening net on 147.120 repeater in Boyd. At 8 p.m., we have our Wednesday evening swamp net, which runs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. until all traffic is handled. Ruben, KB9OLF was net control. Mel, N9, he filled in for Mel, N9RPN. Mel brings us the Amateur Radio News Line, 15-minute independent news broadcasts are voted entirely to Amateur Radio. Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. is the weekly Winnebago County Skywarn Trading Net. Now, there was no net held last night due to with the severe weather situation, so the actual Skywarn net was actually taking place. So, I believe The DeKalb County Aries has their weekly Thursday evening net. That's also at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater. Okay. Oh yeah, the Senile net is held every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck. WT9BB is your net control station. Okay, you've got you're all caught up to your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of AM Radio Club, by all means support your local repeaters. Support your local clubs, I should say. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please call now. Okay, I want to thank Rob for the use of the repeater. I'm going to run down the list of stations that checked in so far. Myself, K-Sun-G, Sharon, net control. N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport, checked in as early check-in. Okay, these are the stations checked in during the net. K9YBG, H9GO, K9ASH, N9, W9WBB, W9BL. And a friendly voice is back. Came back from the grave almost. K9RGG Norm. W9W TM Tom and Janesville. K9CNS Doug and Rockford. KB9 OTC Ed and Rockford. K9DDF John and Elton checked on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. K9MAP Kerry and Rockford was recording live stream and recording this net on YouTube. K9N Colonel Roscoe. K9YI Scott Monroe, and last but certainly not least, K9Q, K9 Quebec Victor Bravo. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 check-ins, regular check-ins. Okay. Any more stations wish to check in, please call now. All right, I'm going to run down the list of honorary check-ins. Some of these stations check in, others don't. Okay. This guy doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard. N9ZO. 18 honorary check-in. Give him a phone call if you're interested in those, some of that coax. If you want tickets to the Sandwich Ham Fest or DeKalb Ham Fest. Area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Okay. Now, I'm gonna one moment, please. Okay, I've checked in Justin, K9FEO, and Dean, K9FLO in Roscoe. So, okay, let's see. One moment, please. This is K-Sun-G Star, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeater Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Two more honorary tickets, AC9JZ Mike and Rockford, and AC9 cow, I think, oh, I screwed up. Oh, hold on, just a minute. Oh boy. I meant to check in. K9 KZT, that's, I checked in my K9 JZ twice. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and I know what to check in. W9KLG Kevin. That's who I meant to check in. Okay, I got Mark checked in, KE9COB, he's checked in as an honorary check-in. Hey, any more stations are wishing to check in the Friday night fun at this time, please go on. Well, I'll do my Steams and County check-ins. Let's see. N9RPN. Mill and Red Oak. And N9WSQ. A week from tomorrow, George is getting married. N9WSQ. George, our club president, HC honorary check-in. Let's see, all right. W9MSL, Winter in Freeport, lives a few blocks west of me. So, all right, he's checked in. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. John, K9OBJ, I gotta check him in. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD, repeating Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Kerry K9MAP was telling me when Winnebago County Sheriff, they used to be a VHF high band analog, every night at 10 p.m. The dispatch radios corrections officers. Lockdown. Time to secure the jail. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Any more stations wishing to check the Friday night fun at this time, please call now. I got checking Brad H2I. He's the brains behind the Friday night fun. And checking number 39. Okay, let's see. I got checking Paul K9QPL. So, okay, the count stands at number 30. Check-ins even. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Well, okay. I want to thank everybody for checking in. Good net night. Good turnout. So that's great. So okay. Hopefully everybody has a happy Easter. And remember, when you sit down to your Easter dinner this coming Sunday, please remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate this holiday. It's all about Jesus Christ rising from the dead, and you don't have. I'm not a religious person, but that's the way. That's what this holiday is all about. As I said earlier, I favor this holiday over Christmas. Christmas has become so commercial, it's ridiculous. Okay, any more stations I'd like to check in? Please call now. Oh, goodness sakes, that's right. I got to check in Bob. My neighbor is about a mile east of me, a mile west of me. Let's see. N4WGN. I gotta put him down. I can't forget about him. Yes, I gotta check this guy in. WX9RLT, I gotta check him in. WX9RLT, HC honorary check-in. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please go on out. Well, I'll tell you what, again, I want to be sure you tell your mothers or fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your neighbors, your in-laws, your grandparents, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you pick up your mail or mail a letter, buy stamps, or what have you. Be sure you tell your bank cashier, your bank teller, when you go to withdraw money from the bank, put money in the bank, or cash a check. Be sure you tell the your tax consultant, tax season is here. You got less than 2 weeks to file your taxes. Be sure you tell your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your priests or ministers or rabbis. Okay. Be sure you tell your probation officer, parole officer, or divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course your old ladies about Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins and better than that. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. You sit in the clubhouse, take a knee, or clench your fist when the national anthem is being played. We don't take your check-ins. If you don't back the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's just plain old all there is to it. Again, on behalf of members of the repeater trustees, the repeater officials, and the club president, I want to wish you and yours a very happy Easter. And as I state, when you sit down to your Easter dinner Sunday, please remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate this holiday. It's all about Jesus Christ rising from the dead. You don't have to be religious to know this. So, okay. This is the last call for any station who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. Put throughout traffic, please call K-Sign GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. There being no further check-ins at this time, this concludes the special Easter edition of the Friday Night Fun Net, with a total of 34 check-ins overall. I'm now going to close down this net and return the repeater to frequency normal land radio use at 9:10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours 7 minutes Zulu Time, depending on your time preference. So the reason, everybody, happy Easter to all. And to all a good night. This is K-Sign G Sheriff saying 7 3s and happy Easter. Thank you for checking in.